Hello, I'm Dieonik, and welcome back to Hello. I'm gonna start it that way. I'm gonna start saying that all the time. Hello, I'm Dieonik, and welcome back to Let's Play Love is Strange. Rachel Amber time. Rachel Amber time. It is Rachel Amber time. It's Rachel Amber time. Rachel Amber time. So I have mixed feelings about this. Actually, well, they're mostly good. They're positive feelings, but it's mixed in that I'm going to be a little sad during it, maybe. Like the same way I'm probably going to be a little sad when I do Chloe's. Even when I see pictures of Chloe and Max like kissing and walking hand in hand and stuff, I get punched right in the feels and I like relive the ending. If you guys haven't played Life is Strange, either play it or go check out my Let's Play. It's actually in the annotations at the end if you want to go click on that and watch the playthrough. My hair is different, my audio is probably a little different, but it's worth it. Yeah, and you'll understand why. You'll understand why. Anyway, so I'm gonna be a little sad with these two, so I saved the sadder ones for the end. I think I'm probably gonna be most sad about Chloe because of the way things ended, so she's gonna be very last, as well as because that was closest to canon, and I've already said that. Rachel is kind of going to be someone we don't know a lot about. We know a lot that we learned from Frank. Again, go watch Life is Strange if you haven't seen it. My voice is a little raw because of I just recorded, the, victory with, Victoria. And, so I was, like, roaring, like, yes! So, like, my throat's, like, really hoarse. I'm actually gonna drink now because it's, like, getting really bad. So if you're talking to me at a con in Toronto, then you know that I can't speak because of me achieving greatness. Okay, alright. So, having that said, we are going to be doing Rachel. We are going to maybe have some mixed feelings. We know a bit about her through Chloe, through the experiences with Chloe. We know a bit about her from Frank. We know that Rachel might be Max's like spirit guide, Doe, because of the way that everything unfolded. I actually didn't understand that until one of my commenters, damn, was it Gracie? I think it may have been Gracie. I'm not sure. I'm probably getting it wrong. I'm probably getting your name wrong. I apologize. One of my commenters pointed it out to me. Might even be the same person who said that, told me about the various endings for the romance game altogether. It was one of my commenters who pointed out to me that Rachel might be the Doe and the spirit walking scenario for Max, and we know that Chloe is likely the butterfly. Just putting that out there. I don't think that's too spoilery because it's something that doesn't really affect the gameplay at all. But you guys need to go watch Life is Strange if you haven't seen it. Mostly if you haven't seen it, you'll probably just think, oh, this is fluffy and cute. But it really adds a lot to the story if you go check that out. Anyway, okay, having all that said, me rambling long enough, I'm very out of it, as you can tell. It is very late, very early here, and I have a bus to catch very soon. So, we're gonna get started. Are you sure you want to choose Rachel? Yes, I am, because she is balla and cute and adorable and intimidating because of how awesome and adorable she is. If I'm supposed to pick, achievement unlocked, ready for your close-up? Okay. Neat. If I'm supposed to pick a partner to take a photo with, then maybe it'd be just be good strategy to ask an aspiring model. Yes. The contest theme is bonds. Maybe the bond between photographer and subject is just the natural choice here. That and you guys are already in a relationship with Chloe together, so I don't know if these two romance arcs are actually going to touch on my OT3 at all. But just so, if you're only joining me for the Rachel Amber side of this, that is my OT3. My OT3 for now and for all of time is probably going to be Chloe, Rachel, and Max. There's probably a name for those three names together. Pamberfield! Alright, okay, alright. My voice cracked. Oh, that hurt. Alright, okay, we're gonna go through the pain. I won't be able to talk in a little while. God, that's the name. Oh, damn it. I know that Rachel's willing to model for just about anyone with a camera. Okay, alright. She knows that she's really good at it. Sometimes she even does the asking. I don't think anybody's going to forget the time she walked around campus handing out headshots last year. Our Rachel Amber could get away with something like that. Only Rachel Amber, sorry, not our, but yeah, our. But I've never directly asked her to pose for me before. She's in plenty of my candid shots along with Chloe, but nothing formal like. It's not that I haven't wanted to, but I just figured that she's probably not into my retro style. She has the kind of face that deserves to be shown in HD. High fashion campaigns are never shot with instant cameras. I might be wasting her time completely. But she's smiling at me like an invitation. Oh my god. How? Okay, if she's already like blushy and smile, I wonder how crazy this romance arc is going to get. I hope it is like crazy. I hope it's cray. At least I think that's what it means. I can't really tell. As always, Rachel's an eternal enigma. I knew it'd be a contest. How did you know? I seriously wasn't expecting it. Well, mostly because there was one at this time last year. Yeah. Good job, Max. Way to read between the lines. Oh, right. But also because I might have mystical powers. Yeah, well, you do turn into a spirit, though. She winks and then looks at me expectantly. Is this my cue? How does Chloe manage to decipher Rachel's signals anyway? I think Chloe just goes for it and just hopes for the best. Chloe's like a wild beast. Chloe just like does what Chloe does. I've got to ask her for a lesson sometime. Rachel? Rachel leans in, her eyebrows on the desk, her elbows on the desk, her chin in her hands. She looks like she's plotting something. Yes, she is. This is gonna be crazy, and I know it. She totally already knows what I'm going to say, doesn't she? I can hear it in her tone. My face feels warm. I was wondering if you want to, be my partner for this thing? And then I hasten to add, but if you don't want to work with, if you want to work with Evan and Hayden or something, that's cool too. Rachel lifts a hand and catches her feather earring between her fingers. She turns her eyes up towards the ceiling and then back to me. I can't read her at all. I have no idea what to expect. My face actually hurts from smiling so much. Oh my god. I'm gonna have like those old native man laugh lines really showing off my native blood when I'm older. I already have like the cheekbones like really sticking out. So I'm gonna have like the really prominent laugh lines. It's gonna be great. Maybe she wants time to scope out her prospects first. I bet half the class is itching to ask her to be their partner. I was hoping you'd ask. Let's freaking do it. No, she didn't say freaking. Sorry. Let's fucking do it. Okay, also, something I didn't realize, and I haven't realized, and it just came to me, like, when I was laying staring at my ceiling one night. MX is the prefix? Yeah, whatever. For, people who are non-binary. So it's mix dog. It is actually how I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. MX is the, yeah, so that's how you would identify. Just for any of you out there who might not know. So that's how you would identify someone who is not a Mr. or a Mrs. They would be MX, and that would be, you know, mix, like, and MIX is like, you know, yeah, so someone who is non-binary or both, or I don't know. I don't know how they identify. It might be neither. It might be both. I'm not sure exactly. I'm pretty sure it means non-binary. Just putting that out there. Turns at the sound of the expletive. Yeah. Rachel just smiles dazzling at them, and they move on. Okay. Yeah, so they is also it's how you refer to someone who's non-binary. So that hot dog is non-binary because it's a hot dog. And also, it also could just be a non-binary individual. I want to be a hot dog, thank you very much. Hold on, she said, yes. And was hoping I'd ask. For reals? Well, like, okay, you guys are definitely dating. I don't even care. You, Chloe, and Rachel are a thing. You guys are like spirit bonded. Like, they are the definition of freaking soulmates. If you, okay, go watch Life is Strange and tell me I'm wrong. They are goddamn soulmates, and like their destinies are intertwined. Like they're the perfect OT3. Pardon my convulsions. I'm very tired. For real, rather. We're erupted by Mixed Dog, trailing back to the front of the classroom and clearing their throat. All right. I've got to get into today's lecture. If you haven't picked a partner yet, then be sure to do so before class lets out. During your lecture. Sorry, my mustache is getting itchy because it's like going every which way, and it's all unsettling because I'm sweating. I settle back into my seat as the lesson begins, but I can barely focus. All I can think about is the contest. When class lets out, it feels like hours later, and I leap out of my seat. Rachel's taking her time getting to her feet, sweeping her long hair out of back behind her shoulders as she gathers her things. Her phone gives a little buzz. She gives it a quick glance, pausing for a moment to stare before she tucks it away and then turns to me. Sup? She doesn't wait for me to answer before continuing on. So I'm a little busy this week, but I'm gonna try to give you as much time as I can. Around when do you want to hook up for this thing? Constantly. That should be Max's answer. Oh, any time is fine. I know that would be Chloe's answer. To be honest, I'm still stuck on the thought that Rachel agreed to be my partner. I had made a pretty impulsive choice by asking her. But Rachel likes impulse, right? Not that working with Rachel would be a bad thing. Rachel's been nothing but nice to me since the day I met her. But she has so many different options. I can see Hayden looking towards her like he's thinking of asking until he seems to realize that she's already matched up. Were you really hoping I'd ask? I wasn't winking at you just to exercise my eyelid muscles, if that's what you're wondering. You're gonna let me model for you, right? She is very flirty and so far already she is very flirty. So I can't wait to see where this is going. Right. I give a nervous little laugh and we cross the classroom. I stand aside and Rachel gives MX Dog our names, Mixed Dog, our names for the registration sheet. When we're both, I don't know why the MX thing didn't occur to me initially, because I knew that is something that I knew. But it didn't occur to me because I guess it's because it's a hot dog. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why it didn't occur to me. It's something I knew. We're both marked down, and so I'm sharing it with you guys anyway, in case you didn't know. Marked down, she turns back to me, at one hand on her hip. She looks so cool and confident that I just feel even more awkward in comparison. If any time is fine, then how about lunchtime tomorrow? We can meet out on the quad. Okay then. We can find a time that works for both of us for the photo, right? Right. I hesitate, thinking of all of the social obligations that Rachel seems to constantly have. I know you've got a lot going on. It's fine, I'm all in. She smiles brightly at me. I'm a little startled by her total lack of hesitance, but I smile back. Okay. Just then, Rachel's phone starts ringing. Of course. She pulls it back out and stares at the screen, frowning slightly. Hey, I'm sorry, but I gotta take this. It's probably Frank. Oh, it's no problem. I'll see you later, or tomorrow. Thanks, Max. See you soon, okay? Because I don't know. Something that this game does do is it's kind of, something I haven't pointed out, is it's a little bi erasure, because no one else is kind of mentioned as being bi, which I guess there's not a lot of gay representation in media for me to really complain about that too much. It is a little, I don't know, a little, I guess, gripe of mine, that I would bring it up. Because I think Rachel definitely would be in a relationship with Frank as well as Chloe as well as Max. And I feel like, you know, maybe Frank would be outside of whatever, but I feel like, you know, if they're an OT3, that they would probably be with Frank as well, because you really find out how much Rachel and Frank were like together and you know, and how they felt about each other. So and that right there like also tells me that there is a poly side to Rachel also, because she was like in a relationship with Chloe at the same time as Frank. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about how that goes about and like what's going on and the communication side of that, because, you know, I don't know when it becomes cheating or whatever. But the fact that she has the capacity for 2 relationships simultaneously tells me that it is doable. And yeah, anyway. So not to get off on all that, even though I did, she answers call. As she walks out of the classroom, I can hear her greet whoever is on the other end of the line. Hey, yes, of course I've got time to talk. I don't feel like I've learned much about why Rachel agreed to partner with me for the contest. Whenever we've spent time together before, it was almost always with Chloe there. So I feel a little weird to think that this is going to be just Rachel and I. I could be hella awkward, but she said yes. If anything, I feel more confused about Rachel's agreement now. But I guess I can start nosing around for answers tomorrow. Okay, So this is going to be when I end the episode. It's actually going to be longer than I expected. I was going to make it like a 15-minute episode because of how long the other episode was and how time restricted I am right now. But I'm going to go ahead and save this. So we're going to save this, and our first thing, I'm going to completely get rid of Victoria because we have mastered Victoria's romance. There's probably one other arc that I can go off on, but I decided, hey, whatever. We can do that whenever. Anyway, so I'm gonna end this here. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a like, comment on what you think. Let me know what you think of my OT3. Not that I care, because it's not gonna change my opinion on the OT3. Yeah, go check out the other videos I've done. I will see you soon. Yeah, I bared it down. Ooh. Brian Goodwin. Okay, well, now he knows who you are.